play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Off of play action, it's Watson. Binds, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Deshaun Watson, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, that was a quick hitter drive. They had the huge play to get him down near the goal line, and then they run it in. I don't know that the defense ever had a chance to catch their breath.
A lot of the time now when we see people hit big plays, and each team defines a big play their own way, 10, 15-yard gains. In this case, it was a huge gain. They often want to hurry up and go right away. Keep the momentum going, hit them again, and I think we just saw that there. The second play resulted in pay dirt.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking.
At this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation, but let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game.
And the ball is knocked out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. Just hang on to the ball, man.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Fournette. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So,
and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one, needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And some strong running.
I'm going to return this, Blake! I'm returning it!
Free going down the left side.
I'm returning it!
Touchdown, Chicago! That'll go down as an 84-yard punt return.
Woo!
And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. But it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Well, it's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And the mile-high air, in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it.
It's only if you're connected
and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete. He was going for the tight end, Nick Vanette. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now Mariota. And this is caught by Evans. It'll be a gain of 8.
Can you bring me my milkshake?
4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And it's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football.
Oh, get juked, kid. You're trying.
Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
No.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson escaping the pressure right. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Here's Watson. And rally to run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. McMillan. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where you see the final score there. Damian Williams, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half.
Before I put it in, I
lead and ready to receive the kick.
What kind of song is that?
Get a
Before
chance
I
to return
put
this
it
one
in,
as
I
it's
smack
through
that
the end
goal.
zone for a touchback.
I'm telling him to get one. Yeah. It's not zipped up all the way.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now it's Watson, a bootleg, dancing to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is in. Touchdown,
I just got a 68-yard touchdown.
Tyreek Hill. He scored on a punt return, and now he's scored through the air as the Bears push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This one taken from the 7th. And he'll make it across the 20.
Yeah, like
as
goes
his
down.
guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and failing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for Denver.
Yeah, y'all ready? Punt
He
return.
steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Never mind.
And problems spreading to the punt team. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to
I
the
have
20.
one person
So here are the
watching me.
Bears to take over on offense.
And they're
They've
about to
got the
see
lead
me.
right now in this ball game, and they're on the heels of that nice win last week over the Packers. Now a first down throw. Watson steps away to his left. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
Rushed 97 yards,
there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. We know he's got the arm, but watch out for those wheels.
Kind of harkens back to guys I used to call the scrambler and the dodger. This guy can make it work with his legs.
Field opened up. He took advantage. Being chased out left. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And down inside the 15.
Touch up.
Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Flush to his right. Got his touchdown, baby. For a Chicago touchdown. Darren Waller, his first touchdown here of the new campaign as the Bears push further out in front. So he scrambled right but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
Perfect.
As you know in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throw the football on top. Never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will take it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25.
Time never shuts
up to the 27-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Yes, sir. Leonard Fournette has a well-deserved reputation as a physical, powerful runner. He's going to drop a shoulder and run over people time and time again. I think he uses it to his advantage, though. How about that last run? Set him up. Looked like he's going to drop the hammer, but he had a little wiggle, a little shake. And what did he do, partner?
Left the defender right there in his wake. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it. Swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Where are they, team? Mike 54. Hey, defense. Hey, defense, let's go.
On 2nd and 12, Mariota rolling, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken. In there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
This is for whoever's watching.
From the gun, Mariota airing it out for Olsen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
I told you this is for
Picked off by Mike Mitchell.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They go play action here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side.
Right into your hands, baby. Pew, pew,
He scored on a
pew.
punt return.
Let's
and
go,
now he
Hill.
scored through the air.
Tyreek
As
Hill.
his guys continue to pour it on. But Deshaun Watson, he's a lot of fun to watch in the pocket, but when he's forced out of the pocket like that, he can make those big plays downfield.
Almost a bad thing when you're pass rushing and you force a Deshaun Watson out of the pocket. He creates extra time. He has the poise to keep his eyes downfield and locate receivers, and it turns into a little bit of a scramble drill for the defensive back. Where is everyone? And Deshaun Watson finds his target.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the
my
stuff she used to
grandmother did the
preserve.
same. It smelled terrible.
Here we go, D's. All day, defense, all day.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. His throw incomplete. He was trying to... Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
That is a first down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Mariota to throw it. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Mariota. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. 3rd down here. The Broncos on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Mariota now. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. Mariota now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. To the air again. Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. That's Duran.
Blake, you still in here?
Blake! I'm on Eagles. Blake! Blake!
Stop saying, Ty.
Huh? I'm on Eagles. You took a knee if you watch it. Dude. If you go,
Green with a sack that time.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson, flushed out right. That one complete to Hill. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard